so we're ready.
This is Jay.
This is A.
And this is Mocksicated,
where we drop the booze and walk through the reality of life alcohol-free.
So grab your favorite mock, get ready to laugh, and let's get Mocksicated.
Hello, good morning.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
It's Mox Monday.
Yes, we are fans of Mondays, which I know a lot of people aren't.
Yeah, I love Monday.
I love Monday. It's a time for fresh start, a time to restart, I feel like.
We have talked that, in my personal opinion, a Sunday is the end of the week where you prepare for the next week. But Monday is the official fresh start. Actually, nothing makes me more excited than the first being on a Monday.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's just the most beautiful thing. So yeah, we love Mondays.
Yes.
But we haven't always loved Mondays.
No, I used to dread them, I think. Be like, oh, not another Monday. And honestly, Atlas doesn't really love Mondays.
Oh.
And I'm like, no, this is my favorite day. Another time to restart.
A fresh start.
Yeah.
Yes, it's fresh.
Yeah.
It just feels so good. So welcome to your fresh start. And welcome to your Monday. I hope you guys have been having a good week. It is, the middle of August.
Yes.
Believe it or not.
I can't believe it. I feel like Halloween's here. Even though I'm not decorating. I'm not decorating. Well, no, I'm going to decorate, but I'm not decorating for a while.
Yeah, gotcha.
I feel like I'm still traumatized from my blogging years when I would have to have things done months in advance.
And now there were. I got told last week, I think, my kids showed up somewhere. Philip had them, and they were like, the Spirit store is open. We have to go. I'm like, you just went back to school.
Yeah. No, I'm like, no, we're not doing that yet.
You found some pictures. Well, okay. You had one or two Halloween parties, first of all, and I feel like I tried to dress up as a dead housewife, and I looked not great.
You looked good, I remember.
Thank you. But in this time period, there was just so many pictures, and we're lucky because I don't know if you guys saw our post.
Yes, the how many months of friendship trend, which Jess found, and I was like, oh gosh, this is going to overwhelm me. But then this girl, she had a picture for every year.
Every year. Okay, well, technically we met in 2001.
Yeah.
But,
well, no, 2000 because that's when I had my back surgery was 2000.
Yeah. So we had, I mean, come on, guys. It's kind of hard to get pictures back then, but we did have one from 7th grade, and then it was funny because there was some years that we were pulling for that we were like, dude, we were together all the time in these years. Where are these pictures? Where in the world are these pictures? Well,
I opened my old MacBook this last week and found them all. Oh my gosh.
But it's so cool really for us to go and look back through, and there is another trend that I was going to send you that it's this person loved the 18-year-old version of me and the 30-year-old version of me.
Oh, yes.
But we have gone back and us sitting in that living room. I actually remember that birthday party. To have that picture, and then us at Powder Puff football, just hanging out at our friend's house, to then where we thought we were adults. We totally thought we were, and we weren't.
Oh my gosh.
And then these years were really where we were coming into adulthood, but where our drinking was at its peak.
Yes. And you can also see when Snapchat started. You can start to see the filter and the words on it.
Shout out if you had a baby born 2016 to 2018 and all their newborn pictures are Snapchat filters.
And they all have flower crowns.
Halos.
Yeah.
The face with the big eyes.
Oh my gosh.
What were we thinking?
Oh my gosh.
But it's cool to look back, and we are so lucky. I mean,
yes,
I know that this is not a common thing to have this long of a friendship, but even in your own life, putting together a timeline of pictures like that and remembering each year. because it goes by so fast, or it kind of feels like a clump. You remember certain things, you don't remember it year by year, but pulling out a timeline like that and looking at it, and you're like, oh my God, that's who I was in 2013. That's who we were in 2005. God. That's who we were in 2023 crazy. When we started Mocksicated, you know, like it's such a like visual timeline, a yearbook, if you will, of who you are and what you were like.
Yes.
And so as we start this today's Mox Monday,
yes,
we thought it would be perfect for a journal prompt.
Yes.
And taking us back to our childhood, and you know, we have to do a lot of inner childhood love. Whether you don't have to do a lot of work if you don't want to, but loving on that inner child is very important. And so if you are feeling up for a journal prompt, we would like you to remember a time when you were younger, before the booze, before the alcohol came into the picture.
Yes.
That and you were doing your favorite thing. What comes to mind for you?
I'm trying to think. There's like a couple weird things, and I don't know if it's like my favorite thing that I did.
Yeah.
But like the first memories come are like 6th and 7th grade like parties. Like jumping on the trampoline with us, you know, like with our girlfriends and like getting ready before we went and met the guys, you know,
getting
just
ready before the pulse.
Yeah. Oh my God. There was a nightclub that you could go to, and it was like an underage.
One night a week.
They
had
and it was
night. 18 and under. It was like 14 to 18.
Yeah, and we would lie though.
Oh, no, I had to be like 12.
Yeah,
because we got it in middle school. We actually really only went in middle school.
Yeah, my mom would never. She would never let. I only went when we went to other people's house, and then their parents would take us. My mom was like.
And if she thought I was going there, she thought it was like a mall.
She thought it was like
a shop.
An older like Chuck E. Cheese. Maybe like now what would be like a main event.
Yeah. It was not that.
No, it was not that. We were grinding with scary older boys.
Yes. You probably weren't 18.
In shadow boxes.
That is so funny. I think of dancing.
Yes, you were such a cool dancer.
I was a dancer. The thing is that, and I think that this is why I would like to go back and revisit that, is because I was bullied a lot when I started competitive dancing. And I honestly allied my way out of that situation because all of those people were my friends by the end. Yeah. And I like infiltrated the cool group that really was awful and mean to me. And they were all better dancers than me. They were beautiful dancers, and I was just me. And I danced in my own special way, but I think that another reason why this is coming up is because I made a playlist the other day, and I put this song from Fiona Apple on it, and I went crazy thinking about myself as a younger kid, because I did a dance to this song, and it's from Broke Down Palace. You've ever seen that movie? Is it like I'm pretty sure.
Sorry to laugh.
I'm pretty sure the choreographer told us to go watch that movie, and I was definitely in 7th grade. And so she came, and this was a small group dance, and the majority of like the good dancers weren't in it. They were giving opportunities to like the other people that danced on the dance team. And we were all in the beginning of choreography. It was the first thing. And she said, all right, I need someone who's going to come up here. That's all she said. And no one came. And I just remember feeling a push, and I was like, I'll do it. And she was like, okay, I was the main of that dance. And it was something that I had worked forward to my whole life. And she literally looked at everyone and she said, this is what happens when you step up and say, I'll do it. This is what you get. But I was thinking about it because it's like part of my lore that like the first and only dance I was the star of is this like very dark song from a very dark movie. And I danced the heck out of that. And of course there's no videos. I mean, maybe my old dance teacher might have it, but
no, you always had so much confidence dancing. You did.
I'd loved to dance.
And honestly, because I didn't. I wanted to dance, but I was so worried about how I looked and was perceived that I wouldn't dance in front of people.
I think that all the bullying in the professional dancing world, when I was in the normal world, I was like, I can dance better than all these people.
Yeah.
But I had to endure that. And I think that that's part of, I want to do this journal prompt and I'm going to. And if I'm focusing on that, I think that can be part of it. Remembering a time when you did something that was your favorite thing that you did with confidence, that you didn't really care about. And maybe it was your favorite thing because you had to overcome something to be able to do it, because it was something nobody else could do. Your siblings couldn't do it. Your parents never did it. And so thinking about this favorite thing, obviously for me, dance, and those are good, the sleepover times where you couldn't sleep and we were making prank phone calls and our friend Becky would wake me up by hitting me in the back of the leg with a hairbrush if I overslept at her house. I had to throw that out there because she always thinks that that's really funny. But those are such good times too, where you could laugh endless amounts with your girlfriends without
I made you guys tickle my back or my arm every time before going to sleep because I couldn't sleep without a good tickle.
I lost my fingers in the Civil War. That's what I would say. So thinking about these, I want you to, this is part of the journal prompt. So your first is remembering a time when you were younger, before the booze, that you did your favorite thing. And here's some follow-ups. What did it feel like? Picture yourself there. Remember what it felt like to be doing that thing. What senses can you still experience? Can you hear the music? Can you smell something? Can you taste something? Can you just feel being alive in your body? Hold on to that. Write it down. When I think about this, this is what I feel. This is what I sense. Who was there?
Ooh,
was it you? Was it your friends? Who was there? Remember them. Remember it. Remember the faces. And don't remember the ones you don't want to. This is your journal prompt. This is just kind of more of an abstract one. If you want to go down that route, is there a color that it brings to mind?
Yeah.
And if it is, follow that. Maybe you wear that color this week.
Yeah.
Maybe you just wear a bracelet. Maybe you deck out your body in that color. But remember that color.
Yes.
And then how can you honor and recreate that now? Wherever you're at in your life, how can you do it? Even if it's simple, small.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to be working on.
Yes.
Until we see you again on Thursday.
Yes.
And the good thing about this homework is we don't check your work.
Yeah. If you want to do a journal prompt out loud and just think about it, talk about it, and not write it down, do that.
Yeah.
You don't have to be so rigid about these things that we like to assign you.
Yes, because part of what we're doing is teaching you that the best way is your way. So whatever this comes out for you, you do it that way. And just remember to honor that person more than just in those moments. You are who you are for a reason. We think you're beautiful.
And awesome.
And we love you, babes.
Talk soon.